An unexpected arrival.
St. Jerome's Hospital.
A baby who knows what he wants.
Put me back in!
The father of his choice.
Yeah!
John Travolta, Kirstie Alley, and the voice of Bruce Willis. Look Who's Talking, Friday at 10:40.
Formula One, coming soon to Meridian. Peugeot, the drive of your life.
Hey, slam dunkers, find those basketball-shaped hula hoops and win up to 10,000 pounds.
Oi! I think I'm about to have one of my funny turns. To find out, how will you eat yours? 1, eat your Cadbury's cream egg with a large spoon. 2, twist your tongue around the inside. 3, eat yours without using your hands. 4, ring this number to play some more.
Hello. 5, teach your grandmother to suck it.
I've seen the future.
And this egg's safe!
How will you eat yours?
Connection to BT's 0800 service is free until March 8th. Try it for 3 months. Call BT Business Connections on free phone 0800 800 800.
2 cops.
We heard you're good at it.
Keeping their eyes on a woman. But with a woman's eye on them.
Okay, this is a joke, right?
Or is it? Law and Disorder with Emilio Estevez and Richard Dreyfuss in the movie premiere Another Stakeout, Saturday at 9 on Meridian.
Somebody tried to kill me. I'm afraid they're going to do it again.
The trouble with having money is that everybody seems to want it.
While I was sleeping in that hospital bed, you were sleeping with my husband.
She woke up Thursday at 10:50.
From the studios of ITN, The News with Nicholas Owen.
Good evening. Welcome to the programme. Tonight's headlines. Government climb down as Major faces new Commons defeats. Former Archbishop of Canterbury attacked for criticising modern services. And England's hopes for victory on the last day of the second test. The Home Secretary Michael Howard has signalled a government climb down over plans to allow police to bug and break into property. He says an amended police bill will now go before the Lords on Wednesday, and he's admitted that on Thursday the government's facing defeat over its crime bill. Adrian Britton reports.
Back in Downing Street tonight, the Prime Minister is braced for yet more parliamentary defeats, though this time on territory the Tories consider sacred, law and order. The government's bill to give police greater powers was even condemned by some Tory MPs as an infringement of civil liberties. Faced with a humiliating Commons vote, the Home Secretary has now agreed that police will need judicial approval before sensitive surveillance operations, such as the bugging of solicitors and journalists.
I want to achieve effective safeguards which don't inhibit the ability of the police to protect society from dangerous criminals, from kidnappers and terrorists and the rest.
While Labour will support the amendments, they're set to oppose a vote in the Lords to give burglars and drug dealers mandatory sentences. But even on bugging, the government is set for a rough ride in the Commons this week. The Liberal Democrats are not at all happy with what they see as a cosy deal between the Tories and Labour. They want judicial approval for all cases of bugging. And if the Tories lose the South Wirral by-election, Labour's threatening a vote of no confidence.
The British people have no confidence in this government, and it may well be that we will target the issue of BSE, mad cow disease.
Which, if the polls are right, could mean a snap general election. Adrian Britton, ITN, Westminster.
Leading Church of England clergy today rounded on the former Archbishop of Canterbury, Lord Runcie, for blaming the sharp decline in church attendance on modern happy-clappy services. One branded his remarks superficial and thoughtless. They put him directly at odds with his successor, Dr. George Carey, who strongly supports non-traditional styles of worship. Howell Jones reports.
A Bible beat at a church in West London tonight. No hymn books, but songs projected on a screen. No organist, but tapes and bongos. It's the kind of service Lord Runcie's described as a rave in a nave. But is he right?
I don't see that the Archbishop should really rule something out simply because he doesn't like it temperamentally.
Lord Runcie retired 6 years ago. Now he's calling for more tradition and less trendy worship. In a newspaper interview, the former Archbishop of Canterbury says, "I am temperamentally against those forms of clappy and happy, huggy and feely worship which seem to reduce God to a puppet. If you alter services just to get people into church, that's very dangerous." But many senior churchmen disagree.
I think it's essential that the Church of England, especially as we are seen as the national church, represents all styles.
In 1970, just over 1.5 million people attended church each week. By 1990, that had dropped by nearly 300,000. 2 years ago, attendance was down again. Evangelical services like this one are at least helping to arrest that decline in attendance, bringing more and younger people into Britain's churches every Sunday. Howell Jones, ITN, West London.
A man has appeared in court in New Zealand charged with murder after yesterday's shooting rampage in which 6 people died. Residents in the rural hamlet where it happened have been trying to take it all in. From New Zealand, Mark Austin.
It was the morning after the day the people of Raurimu will never forget, and police began removing the bodies of the victims of New Zealand's 4th mass killing in 7 years. This afternoon, 22-year-old Stephen Anderson from Wellington, some 300 miles away, appeared in a local court charged with murder. The killings in and around a remote ski lodge were thought to have followed a family reunion, but today police said though one of the dead was the gunman's father, the other 5 who died were unrelated.
My brother-in-law happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I think he was on his way to church.
Stephen Anderson, who had been found naked hiding in farmland, was remanded pending psychiatric reports. All day, locals have been paying their respects after an act of brutality that shattered this tranquil retreat.
So tonight, the people of this small rural community are still struggling to come to terms with the horror that's befallen them. And the country as a whole is grappling with a debate so familiar to Britain. Guns. Who should be allowed to have them and who shouldn't? Mark Austin, ITN, Raurimu, New Zealand.
A man's died and at least 40 people have been injured in the most violent clashes yet between police and anti-government protesters in Albania. Tens of thousands have been protesting for the past month against the government's handling of Albania's deepening economic crisis. The man who died suffered a heart attack. The lottery regulator has demanded an explanation over why Camelot has been unable to pay out money to last night's winning national lottery tickets. Camelot says it's had a problem with its computers, but it has just been fixed and money will be paid tomorrow. Here's Neil Connery.
For the National Lottery organisers, this latest computer delay has been yet another embarrassment. Camelot's computers showed an imbalance between the total prize money and the amount each ticket holder is thought to have won. Until that was fixed, all of last night's winners couldn't claim their prizes.
Oh, it's very annoying. After all the advertising they've been doing about how successful they are compared with other lotteries in Europe and Japan and things like that, you know. So I'm annoyed, yeah.
We're having a slight problem with the machine at the moment. This is the second technical hitch in the past 3 months. In December, the draw machine suffered an electrical fault, delaying the draw for an hour. The lottery regulator Oflot has now called for a full report from Camelot into this latest hitch.
After every draw, we go through the vast amount of data in the computers, and it's a very, very large and complex computer system, the biggest of its type in the world, in fact, carry out certain checks, and they all have to precisely balance as to how many winners are there.
Within the last few minutes, Camelot have said winners will be able to claim prizes from early tomorrow morning. Neil Connery, ITN.
6 climbers roped together plunged more than 500 feet from a peak in the Scottish Highlands today. It happened on Craig Meggy near Fort William, and RAF helicopters airlifted 3 of the climbers to hospital. The extent of their injuries isn't yet clear. A memorial service took place this evening to mark the first anniversary of the London Docklands bomb, which killed 2 people and ended the IRA's ceasefire. It was held in the church closest to where the bomb went off. The congregation included relatives of those who died and members of the emergency services. And the supermarket giant Tesco tonight announced that it's to become the first store group to open regularly round the clock. Some branches will soon open throughout the night every Friday, following trials which were held over the Christmas period. Cricket, and England are going into the final day of the second test against New Zealand, for once scenting victory. England's Robert Croft took 3 New Zealand wickets yesterday, putting them in a commanding position. A few minutes ago, New Zealand were on 152 for 4. Here's Peter Staunton.
On a rain-affected day, New Zealand once again dug in and looked likely to bat for the rest of the afternoon. Atherton, for the moment, taking a relaxed view of things. Tufnell had given some hope for the travelling fans, Brian Young with a fine edge to Stewart. But with New Zealand making it into the last half hour without further problems, Atherton needed a minor miracle. It came from Robert Croft, a spinner almost ignored on the tour so far. He took 3 late wickets. Croft's second victim, he caught himself as Fleming tried to hit his way out of trouble. The third spun so much it took night watchman Patel completely by surprise. 3 for 6 in 11 overs. Atherton could have done with that sort of firepower against Danny Morrison in Auckland. And so to the final day, and another half hour lost to the weather. And with Croft once again causing problems, the rain looked likely to have the final say. Peter Staunton, ITN Sport.
Boxing, Britain's Prince Nassim Hamed has added the IBF title to his WBO featherweight crown in dramatic style. Hamed almost ended it in the 3rd round, but finally brought the title holder Tom Johnson to the floor and the 12,000-strong crowd at the London Arena to its feet in round 8. That's it from ITN's Weekend News team here. Goodbye.
Hello, good evening. It's a case of one depression after another at the moment. You can see the first behind me here on the chart, lining up in the Atlantic. That's set to bring some heavy rain into the northwest of the country tonight, and it's going to move across the country quite quickly over the next 24 hours. That's not the end of the story, though. Here's another one behind me to the west of us. That'll move in on Monday night. And between those 2 systems, a good number of wintry showers for Scotland and really strong winds, storm to gale force, in fact. So tonight, the first batch of heavy rains already into western Scotland and Northern Ireland. That's going to push down into northern parts of England and Wales by tomorrow morning, and carrying on moving quickly again tomorrow down into the southeast corner of England. I think by midday it will have left behind a situation, a mixture of sunshine and a good number of showers as well for most of the country. Now, we're starting off at a mile 10 in the south tomorrow, but we'll see those temperatures tumbling quickly to join the rest of the country as those showers turn increasingly wintry from the north. We'll see a couple of centimetres of snow there on the Scottish mountains, but I think the main feature of tomorrow, we're going to find very strong storm to gale force winds for most of us. That's all from me for tonight. Here's tomorrow's weather summary. Goodbye.
Power gen. Generating electricity whatever the weather.
Igor has been in England for 2 years. He settled in with his foster parents and started school.
As far as he's concerned, this family was waiting for him, and the past has got to be forgotten.
But the ghosts of the past must be confronted when his nurse from the orphanage is invited to a reunion with the boy she calls her own.
I think she'll go back with so many memories.
Igor, the boy who dared to dream. A network first, Tuesday, 10:40 on Meridian.
This is the hostile and pitiless landscape that shaped history's most feared army. And Genghis Khan's martial arts legacy survives in the lives and traditions of the Mongolian nomads of today. But for how long can this fierce and proud country resist 20th century influences? Survival of the Wilderness Warriors, Thursday at 7:30 on Meridian.
Next tonight, we present a profile of eccentric British artists, Gilbert and George.